am getting ready to go on my first ever Western style hunt. I'm from the East Coast. Primarily all I've ever done is tree stand sit. We are going to go javelina hunting in Arizona. These are Muzzy Trocar fixed blades. I only pull about 41, 42 pounds, so these should still do the job, but small enough that they shoot true, or should shoot true, but we're gonna try that out shortly here for my bow. James is gonna help me get ready. What do I need to bring? Anything I need to be prepared. I've gone on one Western hunt, you could say, as a filmer. Learned a lot just from that trip alone, but still a ton to learn before we go and when we get there. So we're gonna walk through the process of getting somebody ready to go on a Western style hunt who's never done it before.
We might shoot out to 30, but basically we're only gonna practice with these broadheads, make sure she's dialed 20 and 30 yards, and hopefully we can even get a little bit closer than that. But we're not gonna be shooting at 50, 60, 70 like we do for these 3D shoots. We gotta get in tight. This is bow hunting. We're gonna get her in there close. So let's practice at 20.
20.1. It's right where we want to be. We're going to shoot the field tips first, get a group there, and then we're going to shoot your broadheads group second. And so this way we can just see if there's any adjustments we need to make. So my first group was good, just a tad left. So we're going to now shoot a group of 2 broadheads and see where they land. These 2 are my field tip group, these 2 are my broadhead group, and I was aiming at the center dot here. So for the most part, still a great group for, a javelina, just a tad high for 3 out of the 4 of them. So maybe make an adjustment, but we'll shoot 30 first and see if that flies. Same time to make a trip to the bow shop. All right, so we're gonna move back to 30. 30 on the dot. There we go, I think that one was much better. Let's go find out. Might need to redo that group. It was my best round. Well, I think I just cut another arrow. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Oh, I did slice it off. Luckily it was on the same arrow though.
What do you think about the broadheads?
I would say we make no changes. That's going to be my recommendation here. I may not Western hunt yet, but I do think that the broadheads fly true.
Tripod and binoculars, winding dust, and water shoes. That's going to make sure that number one, she's quiet on the ground with the water shoes. Number 2, she knows exactly what the wind is doing at all times with the winding dust. And number 3, when you're spot and stalking in the desert climate or out west, a lot of times your best friend is going to be that tripod and those binoculars and the hours that you can put in to find the animal you're looking for. So we're here at a Walmart. Hopefully we can find some of those things. I have a feeling we won't be able to because we're in Southern California, but hopefully we can find at least a couple and we'll go from there.
I think I need that vest for hunting.
That vest is fine. It's kind of badass, but Brianna has never been on a Western hunt. She's hunted a lot in the East. But there's certain things that you need on a Western hunt that you do not need on an Eastern hunt. So in this video, we're at Walmart to get some of those items. So she is well prepared and ready to go. So hopefully this helps you guys too if you've never been on a Western hunt, but boom, right here. These right here are what we call water shoes. These are for swimming in a pool. And the reason I like these is because when you're spot and stalking, you don't want to clunk in there with your big old crispy or Danner or whatever boots you wear, because boots are very stiff, big, and loud. You want to be really sleek and soft, but when you're hunting in the desert where we're going to be, you also want a little bit of foot protection. The water shoe is not only light, but they're also, look at this, extremely malleable and soft on the bottom, so they're very, very quiet. But they also add a little bit of protection for your feet, so you're not getting cactus and agaves in your foot. Most of the time you're not. In addition, you're also getting good grip. Back in the day, we used to use these things called bear's feet that would go over your shoe. But the problem is those are really fuzzy and would actually catch twigs and branches, which then become loud because now when you're stepping, you have twigs and branches on your barefoot and they crack when you step. So that was kind of counterproductive. Then we've used socks. Again, the risk of socks. Number 1, they're slippery, not much grip. And number 2, they tend to also catch some twigs and stuff, and the biggest thing, they do not protect your foot. So a water shoe is probably the happiest medium that I have found thus far, and I've tried a lot of different options. Here's the best part. These are like $7. Okay, there's a lot of companies that sell sneaks, and not to hate on them, I'm not. If you want to try their products, go right ahead. But they sell shoes that are probably inferior to these as far as stocking goes, and they cost $200. So for me, I'd prefer to have the better product that costs $7. You guys decide what you want.
I'm really choosing to believe James here in his Western hunting tips, because right now I have what looks like a shoe I'm going to wear to a University of Florida Gators game, to the pool in the parking lot, but I'm going to wear them on a Western hunt. I don't know if I'm going to take another gander down one more aisle and make sure, see if I can't find some black ones, only for my personal well-being, but otherwise this very well may be it. That's it.
Another nice part about these, I will point out, is these fit in your pack very, very easily. So they're thin and really light, fit nice, don't take up much room, and they're easy to pack. And again, they're like $5. Hunting's not a fashion show. I would rather punch tags than be fashionable.
It's very bright. It's very bright. All right, so we're here at Morley. We are gonna make sure that I'm dialed with my shot placement. I've never shot a pig, even East Coast hunting. Definitely not a javelina, so we're gonna make sure my shot placement is dialed and we're good to go.
And where do you think you would hit this if this was a javelina?
I'd probably say somewhere right here back behind his elbow would be my best guess.
Which of these do you think is the best shot that you want in the field?
For sure the middle one's gonna be my best shot. This one's gonna be terrible. This one I have a good probability of just kind of grazing through that bottom of his belly.
3 shots she made, I would agree the center one is the best. What we want with her bow, she's only pulling 42 pounds, and a javelina, you know, you don't want to get caught up in that bone, especially at that low of poundage. So I like that these shots are a little bit back, just a couple inches, still great double lung shots. This shot in particular, perfect. You always want to aim kind of lower third. So this shot, ideally for her, I want her to aim maybe about an inch lower than this arrow, but about the same left to right. So she did a great job. I like the way she gave me a spread of arrows to talk about. This one's definitely up high, especially javelina have a whole bunch of hair up top. Definitely want to stay away from a shot this high. This one would be pretty good because they're going to naturally drop a little bit as the shot's coming, even a javelina. So this shot would actually be pretty money. But for her, this shot's going to be your bread and butter, just a hair lower.
We have dialed in my broadheads for the hunt. We have gotten everything we need from Walmart for the hunt, and we have dialed in my shot placement for the hunt. So other than packing and getting on the road, I think we are pretty set. So we'll see you in the next one.
Money shots too. Good job. See you in the next video.